everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is 113PG as always, and we're gonna play something I've seen a lot around YouTube lately. I guess it's become like a trend or something. Before we get into that, I want to announce though that I I finally did it. I started a Patreon page. For those of you that don't know what Patreon is, it's a donation website. It's basically something you can donate to, like, other people, like, YouTubers, different artists. A bunch of people have a Patreon for different reasons. I started one now, mainly because of the way, how YouTube is with the whole ads thing going on. So be sure to check that out, and I'll leave a link in the description, of course, for those that are interested. There are some perks with it. The list is on the page itself. I won't go into detail, but I just wanted to say that real quick before I started this thing. All right, now let's get to it. All right, here we are. The higher lower game. It's I've seen this around a lot on YouTube. A lot of YouTubers are playing it. I wasn't gonna. Fucking goddamn emails. I wasn't going to do it. Yeah, I didn't think much about it. But the more I watched it, the more interesting it looked. It kind of reminded me a little bit of what was it? The Would You Rather game. The Would You Rather game. Except this time there's stakes. You actually lose on this game. So this should be a little bit more interesting. Well, except for when I did the drinking challenge. God, I got so fucked up that night. Alright, basically what it is, it's for the caveman that just woke up to the future. It's this game where basically you have to figure out what gets Googled more. You start out with a search term from Google, and it gives you how many monthly searches it gets. And the next item, you have to figure out if it has a higher amount or a lower amount of searches. You get the higher amount, you win. Or if you click on the right answer, you win. I don't know how this is gonna go, so let's just get right into it. All right, here's a prime example here. Gong, I guess is what that says, has 110,000 average monthly searches on Google. Eagles, I'm guessing that's the band, the Eagles. I know the Eagles have, well, just the one song. But, so I have to guess if they have higher or lower. It's pretty simple enough. I don't know who Key Gong is. He's got a lot of fucking searches, but I'm pretty sure the Eagles have a higher amount. What I tell you. And then, yeah, and then that item, you have to try to guess right. Chris Evans, who the fuck is Chris Evans? I want to say higher. Alright, we're on a roll. Alright, masseuse. Chris Evans has almost 2 million average monthly searches on Google. Masseuse. I feel like people would search for a masseuse, maybe like nearby kind of thing. But do they have more searches than Chris Evans? Surely not. I don't think so. I'm gonna go with lower. Oh man, that was a right gamble. Alright. Restaurant. Quite the simple term for masseuse. I wanna say it has higher. We're on a good streak here. Oh yeah! Alright, we're doing good. Restaurant has 20 million searches. Wow, and that's average monthly. That means 20 million people looked for a restaurant in a month. That's sad. What happened to home cooking? Alright, restaurant 20 million. The Salvation Army. While that is well known, not a lot of people are gonna want to research the Salvation Army, because that's how most people are. We're fucking jerks. We're not gonna donate to charity for the most part. Lower. And what? And look at that, I was right. Only 40,000. Doctors Without Borders. I'm pretty sure I've heard of them, but the Salvation Army. I want to say lower. Fuck! Ah! If it wasn't enough to lose, they add insult to injury with gifs or gifs. I don't know how the fuck you say that. All right, let's try again. It's gonna be a long fucking night. All right, here we go. Boeing, you know, the airline. I think they had weren't they the ones that had a scandal going on? No, Boeing's a type of plane. What the fuck am I saying? Alright, car wash. I feel like car wash is... Oh, nobody's gonna look for a fucking car wash in Google. Who the fuck looks for a car wash on Google? Are you gonna Google... Well, I mean, I guess to look, you know, where nearby ones are, but... God, just take a look around your hometown. There's one almost everywhere. Lower. What?! This is why I hate Google. That's ridiculous. The numbers don't lie, but let's just keep playing. Princess Diana, who has 450,000 monthly searches, as compared to a driving instructor. Obviously, that's higher. That's not a good score. The average score is 3.2. Fuck you. Alright, human rights. 201,000 versus Marie Curie. I feel like I've heard that name before. I know I've heard her back when I was in school. I've heard her name back when I was in school, you know, during history and such. God, who the fuck was Marie Curie? I can't remember. 201,000 though? Everybody's all about human rights nowadays. Surely that's lower. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is fucking ridiculous. Fuck this goddamn shit. There's no way! There's no way! That's right. Look at this fucking gif right here. Yeah, that's about right. Look at this fucking ad right here. Where the fuck's our ads at? Where the hell is the YouTube ads at? I'm gonna get this one right. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna get this right. The Wire, which is a TV show I know, but I've never actually watched it. 450,000 views versus David Copperfield. I think he's a magician? I don't know. Surely that's lower. I'm gonna go with higher. My gut says low. God damn it, I was right! God, my fucking background fell. My fucking green screen fell. Finally got that shit fixed. That was embarrassing. I didn't even realize I fucked that up. Alright, well, anyway, let's continue. I swear if I don't get this right, I'm gonna blow a nut. I'm gonna blow something. Alright, Mahjong. Classic little game. Usually I play it on the computer, but it happens to be a physical game too, which is a thing. Alright, Mahjong, which is 5 million searches versus Petra. If I remember correctly, I think it's a place in some Middle Eastern country. Obviously, it's Middle Eastern. Just look at it. But I'm gonna say lower. Nobody's gonna want to take a trip there. Finally, we got past the first one. Petra versus Donna Summer. Higher. Has to be higher. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Alright. Global warming. 550,000 searches versus e-cigarettes. Fuck. I want to say... Damn, that's a kind of a close call. They gave me a hard one. Fuck. I'd probably say maybe e-cigarettes. Damn. I'm not frustrated with that one because that was kind of hard. I couldn't figure that out. But okay, the Hilton, a hotel, which has 1 million. No, the PlayStation VR. I have mine. I enjoyed the fuck out of mine. Before I even got it though, I always Googled the hell out of it, trying to find out news and shit. This has to be higher. Just barely, but I was right. Now, PlayStation VR versus Honda. Honda has to have some higher. It has to be higher. 5 million. Alright, Honda versus Chihuahua. It has to be lower. But then again, a lot of people like to Google up pictures of like Chihuahuas and shit like that. That's a tough call. I'm still gonna go with lower because 5 million is a lot to beat. I almost messed that up. Alright, Chihuahua versus Macau. Macau. I'm guessing Macau is a place. I've never heard of it, so it has to be lower. Macau versus Kristen Stewart. Kristen Stewart has to be higher. Let's look at that dope ass smile of hers. Called it. Alright, Zorbing. I've never heard of Zorbing. I don't know what the fuck Zorbing is. I'm gonna go lower. Alright, we finally beat our high score. We had 5, right now we're on 6. Now, Zorbing versus Sergio Aguero. I'm guessing he's some kind of athlete. 60,000 isn't a lot of searches. So I probably would say this is higher. Yeah, I thought so. Now, Sergio Aguero versus Leonardo da Vinci. I could probably honestly say that Leonardo da Vinci was higher, because schools and shit do fucking, students are gonna do like, reports and shit on them. So, higher. 1 million views. Now, Leonardo da Vinci versus Yao Ming. I'm sure I've heard about Yao Ming. Everybody's heard of him. The tall Chinaman. He has to be higher. Can't say I didn't see that coming. I was doing good. It says good effort. I'm not gonna share my fucking score, but it said good effort. Australia, which has 1 million, almost 2 million searches, versus Finding Nemo. I like how they use the actual fucking fish, not the cartoon. I'd say Finding Nemo maybe is higher. Damn, that's a tough call though. God. Yeah. Quit rubbing salt in my fucking wounds. AT&T, which has almost 7.5 million. I almost said views. I'm so used to fucking YouTube. 7.5 million searches versus cycling. Nobody's gonna look up cycling. That's lower. Cycling versus Mini Cooper. Mini Cooper is higher. It's common sense at this point. Mini Cooper versus Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, otherwise known as ADHD. Fuck! ADHD. I think I got ADHD at this point. I don't know. Alright, let's say lower. I was right. Now, ADHD versus Pittsburgh Penguins. That's hockey, ain't it? Yeah, see? Fucking bird has the fucking penguin there has got a hockey stick, so it is hockey. Now I think they're an actual fucking team, so let's go with higher. Just barely, but the Penguins versus the Fitbit. The Fitbits have become very popular, I think, so. Damn. That's more than I thought, to be honest. I didn't really expect that much out of that. Alright, Fitbit versus counseling. Lower. Has to be lower. It's common sense at this point. Counseling versus David Cameron. Who the fuck is David Cameron? I think he's a prime minister, but I can't be totally sure about that. Let's say higher. Holy shit! It was a tie. I almost lost that one. All right, David Cameron versus George Foreman. Now George Foreman, is that the guy? Is that the guy with the grill? Oh man, that was a gamble. Alright, George Foreman versus Wimbledon. Everybody's heard of Wimbledon, so I'm sure that's higher. Big surprise. I've already beat my high score already, but I don't want to jinx myself, so... Alright, Wimbledon versus Santorini. I've never heard of Santorini, but the way that place looks right now, it looks like a pretty decent little vacation spot. Oh, I wonder where it's at. I want to say lower though, because I mean it's Wimbledon. Common sense. What Santorini versus solar panels? And with the fight going on for clean energy and global warming and all that shit, I would assume solar panels has been getting a lot of attention. So, oh god, man. Oh, look at this, though. Look at this. You're really, really good at this. That's a score in the top 10%. I'm in the fucking top 10%. But I want to be in the top 1%. We're gonna get this right. I'm gonna go all the way. This is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I want to say that's a Russian name, but he has 1 million. This is Forrest Gump. Come on, it's fucking Forrest Gump. If this has a lower score than whoever this is, I've never heard of him. Oh, he must be. You know what? I don't watch soccer or football, whatever you call it, but I'm pretty sure he's on like a team or something. But come on, it's fucking Forrest Gump. If that's lower, if this is lower, I'm gonna sue Google.
I'll see you in court, you assholes.
Alright, I'm gonna try one more round. See how far I can get in this one. Ferrari. That's obviously not a Ferrari. I mean, it's modeled as a Ferrari, but that's obviously a fucking little toy Hot Wheel. Alright, Ferrari though versus Popeye. The old cartoon. I remember watching that back when I was a kid, actually. It brings back a lot of memories thinking about that. But I want to say it's lower because of Ferrari, I mean, yeah. Alright, Popeye versus the European Union. Ooh, excuse me. Damn it. They always give me these fucking hard ones. I want to say lower because... Shit, I don't know. Fuck it, lower. Oh man, that was a gamble. I had no idea for sure. The European Union versus Antoine Griezmann. What is that? Soccer? I've never heard of him, so yeah. Antoine Griezmann versus child marriage. And again, you know, this is one of those things that really needs to be, you know, it needs to be brought up. It needs to be talked about some more. Child marriage. But nobody does, so... Proves my point. We are terrible people. We are terrible fucking people. Alright. Child marriage versus Karl Marx. That's like... If I remember my history correctly, that's the founder of communism, I think. I think that's gotta be higher. That's gotta be higher. I figure as much. Alright, Karl Marx versus a nanny. I'm sure people would be searching online for like nannies. I don't know why they would. I mean, why would they trust a complete total stranger they just met online to watch their kids? but they do it anyway, so that's gotta be higher. I was wrong! Oh! Damn. Well, I'm glad I was wrong, but... Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, of course, to my channel. Also, don't forget to check out my Patreon page. I'll leave the link in the description. You can check it out for yourself. And also, blow up my Twitter, or, interact with me in some way, and then that way I can get right back at you. I'm planning on doing a live stream tomorrow, with a surprise game I, ended up getting tonight. I was gonna do it tonight, but it's taking a little bit to download, so I'm just kind of, I'll do it tomorrow. And it's a VR title too, so it should be fun. The last VR title I did on YouTube, Resident Evil 7. I always thought that was a great series. That I consider it a great series in my channel. But anyway, so do all that. Make sure and just become a Peachhead today. And I don't know. That's about it. All right. With all that said, guys, hope y'all have a good one and stay peachy.